look at me, I'm fine here without you. I can see that you're doing pretty well too. I guess we're good at pretending. Can't you see I've nowhere to hide now? Let's agree to figure this out right now. Unless we both decide to let it go before we even try. I know we got a losing head, but I want you to understand that this ain't got nothing on me and you. No matter how badly that we've been bruised, and maybe we can still be friends. Our story doesn't have to end. I'm sorry we got out in such a hurry. We went to the bottom, but it was worth it. Maybe we could still be friends. I wonder why I'm lying awake here. It would be a crime to say I don't miss you now. I guess we both agree that losing us is harder than it seems. I know we got a losing hand, but I want you to understand that this ain't got nothing on me and you. No matter how badly that we've been bruised, and maybe we can still be friends. Our story doesn't have to end. I'm sorry we got out in such a hurry. We went to the bottom, but it was worth it. Maybe we could still be friends. Maybe we could still be friends. I know we got a losing hand, but I want you to understand that this ain't got nothing on me and you. No matter how badly that we've been bruised, and maybe we could still be friends. The story doesn't have to end. I'm sorry we got out in such a hurry. We went to the bottom, but it was worth it. Maybe we could still be friends. Maybe we could still be friends. Maybe we could still be friends.
I tried to be your everything and your everything, yeah. Sold out. Now just look at me, I'm a ghost with nothing left. Hollow, emptied out. What got lost can't be found. You stole every bit of me, now I can't remember. Ooh, who I am, what I like, what I do, what I'm like without you. Ooh, should've known you're too good to be true. You don't come around here no more. Why'd you have to let me go? Let me go, go, go. You don't think about me no more. Why can't I just let it go? Let it go, go, go. Why'd you have to show me heaven just to leave me down in hell? You don't come around here no more. you have to let me go? Let me go, go, go. You don't think about me no more. Why can't I just let it go? Let it go, go, go. Why'd you have to show me heaven just to leave me down in hell? You don't come around here no more. Why'd you have to let me go? Let me know, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Why let me go, go, go? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Why let me go, go, go?
I will get close to your heartache if you wanna open your door. I'm feeling kinda lost when your mind is hiding whatever that is choking your chest. I can see it in your eyes that you're shaking 'cause you're holding it back. Maybe you'll make up your mind now I'm here by your side. So let it all out of me. Let it all out of me. Oh, I will hold you in the dark, make you forget about what's wrong. Let it all out of me. Let it all out of me. You won't get closer to me if you won't open your door. If that's what you want, then baby try to believe me when I say that you can tell me anything. I can see it in your eyes that you're shaking 'cause you're holding it back. Maybe you'll make up your mind now I'm here by your side. So let it all out of me. Let it all out of me. Oh, I will hold you in the dark, make you forget about what's wrong.
But there was a time when I was lonely. I was trying hard to get by, taking day by day. But baby, then you came along. I know I never felt that strong. Nothing's gonna hold us down. Yeah, we are taking off the ground now. Stay with me, we're aiming for the sky. Anywhere, we'll get there by and by. Stay with me, we're aiming for the sky. Anywhere, we'll get there by and by. My soul wanted healing consolation. You and me were in the moment we've been waiting for. Come summer, winter, fall, or spring, no matter what the future brings, nothing's gonna hold us down. 'Cause we are taking off the ground now. Stay with me, we're aiming for the sky. Anywhere, we'll get there by and by. Stay with me, we're aiming for the sky. Anywhere, we'll get there by and by. Nothing's gonna hold us down. Yeah, nothing's gonna hold us down. 'Cause we are taking off the ground now. Stay with me, we're aiming for the sky. Anywhere, we'll get there by and by, by and by. Stay with me, we're aiming for the sky. We're aiming for the sky. Anywhere, we'll get there by and by. And we're all runners, and we race against time. And we're all runners, we were born to chase the tide. No matter where we are, no matter what we face, we're forever on our way. 'Cause we're runners, yeah, we're runners, and so we go. I've been everywhere, I've seen so many